So last time on Black Eye, we, climactically saved these three shamans from a very fast-paced map. You'll notice this map has the very similar turn limit. And, had to flee the city, whatever, and kicked us into what is honestly a non-map. So you'll remember in the previous map there were, what was it, 4 elven leaders that we had to rush to kill, throwing all sorts of tier 1s all over the place. In this one, it's 2 undead, a Death Knight in the south, and of course, a Lich in the north. And we just have to fight them both. An interesting thing about the map is that it starts in darkness, and the entire schedule is actually darkness, except for the final about 3 turns. Fun fact, if you didn't know, you can mouse over this to see what the full time of day schedule is. So, what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Yeah. 19 and 20 will be neutral time. So this is an interesting point because we're both chaotic, so, we're doing plus 25% damage on everyone, they're doing plus 25% damage on everyone. It's just going to be a slaughter at all phases. The design of the map itself is mixed. Up in the north, we've got these hills that we'd never make it to because the AI recruits a bunch of bats. And down in the south, we have all of this swamp that, well, if we play slowly, we can just sit trolls on grass and farm forever. Or we can get into the swamp for some reason. But so just kind of, there isn't really an interesting strategic choice to make. You fight the bats where they attack you, and then you fight the rest of blue when the bats are dead. If you're, save scumming, because these bats have 60% defense everywhere and drain, which is just irritating. Goodbye, Goblin Archer. And then down in the south, you put Gru and a couple of trolls, and you stomp it. It's nothing deep. It's nothing interesting. It also does something kind of rude. You'll notice under the cursor here, there is a holy water. So if you step on the holy water, nothing happens. It's just there to tease you because it was a thing in the loyal maps or the rebels maps that you could put holy water on your weapons to kill undead. Can't have a troll putting holy water on his hammer or anything. That would be ridiculous after all. It would suck for grunts to be relevant ever. Yeah, I'm a little mad about that. Another thing about this map that kind of sticks out is that for what's essentially 2 little engagement fronts, the map is massive. And I finally tuned into why that was for a lot of Wesnoth maps. Because all of the maps have to be rectangles, and a lot of these Black Eye maps like to have you moving northwest to southeast, or northeast to southwest, etc., diagonally. What ends up happening is that you just have a bunch of dead space that must be filled in because you can't, cut out this swathe and cut out this swathe and have a map that's shaped like that weird Carcassonne tile where you're connecting a city to a city. But if we rotate this, put the Lich in the north, the Death Knight in the south, you get a sensibly shaped and sized corridor map. There's nothing wrong with that. Except, apparently there is. Another thing that's kind of annoying about this, you can tell by kind of saves come through. We're already at the end of the map. That was 4 minutes. But another thing that's kind of annoying about this is that it's permanent darkness. My squad is obscenely overtuned for this, but that means that you get to engage a Lich at a point where you would have to wait until the very end of the map, and if you did that, you would be completely screwed on the next map for gold. If you want to fight the Lich at a time when he's not dealing, 11-2 or 11-3 drain, fighting the guys that are best at killing him. Once again, there's no reason that grunts, or promoted grunts, or, hell, if you get down to it, Kapui, should be relevant at any point, right?